What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome back to my F1 2016 career mode. This is the Mexican Grand Prix. Unfortunately, F1 2017 is yet to arrive, so that's a bit of a shame, but it is Tuesday at the moment. I will definitely be getting out the remainder of the season, and Brazil will be out the Wednesday, and then the finale in Abu Dhabi the Thursday. So if you're looking forward to them and you haven't already, do hit subscribe. That is even if I do get 2017 in the next couple of days, which I'm really looking forward to. But concentrating on the end of this career mode, you can see the vehicle performance. There's only one more upgrade to make. We might just make that for Brazil next time out, just for the sake of it. But yeah, in terms of the championship, it looks like we might not be able to fight for the title. And considering we've done 5 seasons, to not win a title would be very disappointing. 55 points behind Max Verstappen with 75 remaining. So, yeah, we need problems for him. But, yeah, it's probably between the 2 Red Bulls and the 2 Force Indias. So, into qualifying, and I'm not very good at qualifying around here. I am so bad in the final sector, just so slow. After 2 sectors, we're only 3/10 off, but I just don't have the grip compared to the AI in this sector, and it's unfortunate really. And yeah, you can see how much we struggle, especially to get traction onto the start-finish straight through the final corner. That puts us P9 initially, and actually puts us down in P21 as we come to near the end of the session before our final run. So we're just ahead of Ericsson. We probably need to gain about 4/10 to get ourselves through into Q2. And this second lap was an improvement, and at the moment it actually is around 4/10. But I think the marker has changed as Ericsson's jumped up to around P17. But oh, such a struggle through the final corner once again. We have improved. It's not as much as I would have hoped. And I think we're probably going to get knocked out. I've just noticed Grosjean in second again. How he keeps doing that, I do not know, because his teammate's down in P20. We finished P21 and it's not Ericsson in last. So let's look forward to the Mexican Grand Prix. With 3 races to go, we can still win this Drivers' Championship. It's going to be very tough. We need a lot of bad luck for Max Verstappen and probably the Force Indias and Ricciardo. But at least we're in the top 5 for now. And that would be very successful, especially in this underpowered. I say underpowered, it's nearly maxed out this Sauber. But compared to the other cars, we've done a great job overall. And yeah, if only we didn't get sacked from Red Bull last season, something like that. So Mexican on pole, Sergio Perez at his home Grand Prix. He'll be looking to make all his home fans happy. There we are, getting ready for the Mexican Grand Prix. Let's pass it over to Crofty for the grid.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sergio Perez and Force India start on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Vettel, Nico Hülkenberg, and Kvyat, Button, Hamilton, Magnussen, and Roman Grosjean. Massa, Bottas, Carlos Sainz, and Rosberg, Alonso, Palmer, Daniel Ricciardo, and Marcus Ericsson, Haryanto, and Gutierrez. A Sauber and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid.
So that's the grid. In terms of strategy, I think I'm just going to leave it as it is, and yeah, just go along with it in the race. No signs of rain. Starting on the softs, building up to the Mexican Grand Prix. 3 races to go. Let's see if we can get any points here. 5 lights and away we go. It's such a long run to turn 1 that we might have a shot of making up a few positions. So we're trying to use Haryanto's slipstream here. Just looking for a place to position our car. Ericsson, oh, getting very close to Gutierrez there. Alonso's very slow. We're going to go all the way to the outside. We nearly hit the back of Haryanto. It's so tight into turn 1 here. And then turn 2 and 3. We're just looking for the gap, and it's so slow on this first lap. Ricciardo's gone wide. There's a yellow flag. We just avoid signs there, and we make up a couple of positions. Unfortunately, the one on Rosberg was under a yellow flag, so we're going to have to let him back past the safety car is out. And I'm not really sure if that was a messy start. I did notice one car go off into the grass. But as we get ready for the restart, I didn't actually get a replay of what happened there. I didn't actually check for some reason, but I wish the AI would bunch up more before the safety car restart. But as we get ready, it's going to be such a long run into turn 1 once again. We're going to be close to Rosberg, so we might have a shot of overtaking him. So much rich mix as well. Yeah, saved up under, what, 3 laps under the safety car. So, yeah, let's see if we can make the most of that to blast past the Mercedes. Yeah, well, that was easy, up to P14. And we can see Ricciardo, after his difficult qualifying, he got knocked out in Q1 as well, just like us. He is just ahead of us, and we've got Button and Massa side by side. The AI are notoriously bad through here, as you'll see right now. Performed performed expertly. Great timing. We've made up 3 positions from not doing anything, just avoiding Massa on the exits. So thank you, AI. They really do hold each other up at this track. This is probably one of their worst ones for side-by-side racing. We catch up to the back of this pack, and most of them actually go into the pits. So again, not adjusting to the strategy with the safety car. So yeah, we'll probably try and take advantage of that. Obviously, tyre wear won't be as difficult now we've had the safety car period, as most of the AI drivers did pit, getting off the super soft tyres. We're on the back of Bottas now. We're on the same strategy by the looks of things, and the Williams isn't the quickest, but we're sticking with him nicely, and this is a bit of an audacious move. I wasn't sure whether to go for it, but we flied up the inside, locking up, just keep the car on the track, but I felt like it was what I needed to do. I'm actually quicker than him in the middle sector, which is a little bit of a surprise, but Bottas did stay on the back of us onto lap 12 now, and at this point I've decided I am going to go for a 1 stop. I've just felt like the tyre wear wasn't as bad as it has been in the past around here. I've had a couple of shockers around this track. At times it's just so difficult to maintain the tyre wear. So we'll come to the end of lap 15 now. Bottas did pit. Max Verstappen is out of the race, the championship leader. We're getting hunted down by Ricciardo, but the championship leader has retired. And is this going to be an engine failure? Yes, it is. A disaster for him, as he is about to be challenged by Force India. And the irony is, he is about to be challenged by Force India in the championship now. So this is the time for everyone to take advantage. This means we could be still in the title race. We just go past Verstappen there. He is out, no points for him. Ricciardo's putting us under pressure, and he did start on the medium, so his tyre wear won't be as bad as ours. 66%, considering we've gone 17 laps, that isn't too bad at all. So I was thinking of doing 1 or 2 more laps and then going on to the mediums. I know the mediums don't perform that great around here, so trying to minimise the amount of laps we'll have to do on that compounded tyre. But Ricciardo, even with DRS, just couldn't get past us. Doesn't have the straight line speed. At the end of lap 18 now, we're coming in, and so is Kimi Räikkönen, who I'd imagine has made 1 pit stop so far, so he's coming just behind us. And we're putting on the mediums. We're going to the end. Raikkonen's on the softs again, so he's going to have to make another pit stop. We get held up, unfortunately. It's a slow stop, and where we're going to end up, I can hear engines all around me, and we're getting... oh, we're right at the back of this pack, so that's a bit frustrating. I'm not sure if these will hold us up, because Bottas, for example, is on a different compounder tyre, so I feel like we're probably one of the only drivers to be going for a 1 stop around here. I don't think I would have been able to make that strategy stick unless we had a safety car, so that's worked out well for us. We're on the tail of this group of cars, and at times, especially in this section of the track, they really are holding me up, especially with side-by-side action like Grosjean and Raikkonen. We try and take an alternate line here just to try and go for the overtake on Bottas. Oh, slipping and sliding, but we just get it up the inside of Bottas, and we squeeze him out and then get ourselves up to P10. So that was a solid move. Bit of wheel-to-wheel nous there, I'll say. Using the different line to execute the overtake. Up to P8 now, lap 23, and we're looking good overall. I've got to say, I feel like we've got a great shot against some decent points. That was our quickest lap of the race, even though Bottas is coming for the overtake. He has got a lot more straight line speed now than he did earlier on. He was hanging out behind us, but just couldn't overtake up the inside. He goes offline, just loses a load of momentum, and we defend our position. So here we go. It looks like it's going to be a very similar scenario here as we get ourselves up to P3. Me and Bottas carrying on the battle. We are battling in a straight line. We're not fighting too hard. I'm trying to make it as difficult as possible for him, but I don't want to be losing too much time, because if you look at the mini-map, we're really far ahead of some drivers. So we've got a great shot of getting at least like a at least top 7, something like that. Bottas does get back past there. It was actually great defensive driving from him there. He positioned the car right in the middle of the track. We think about going for a late move, but no, we don't have the grip really to be making late lunges at this time of the race. So we settle in behind Bottas, was getting ready to shape for the overtake, and it looks like we're getting... well, we might be close enough even with that shaky exit out the final corner. So with DRS and our straight line speed, it should be simple. Really, every time we get DRS, we should go or make the overtake stick. So back into P3, and who's ahead of us? Ricciardo, and I don't know who's actually in the lead, but Ricciardo's into the pits now, I think. Someone's in the pits as Perez puts us under pressure. Looks like he'll be going for the overtake at his home Grand Prix. He was on pole, so he'll be expecting to win this race. Ricciardo's put on the super soft, so he's going for a 2 stop. He's going to come out behind us, and not that far behind us. Perez is actually locked up. He's gone a little bit wide, and he's parked on the apex. I didn't expect that at all. We've got damage to the front wing. It's not major, so it will affect us in the middle sector, but shouldn't be too much. And obviously we're not going to pit at this time of the race, but we've got a gap to Vettel now in P4, so we've got a shot at defending this podium position. We are on an okay strategy. It's put us in this position, and considering we started P21, it's worked out quite well. Lap 31, the gap to Vettel is 3.1 seconds, as someone went into the pits there. I think it was Raikkonen. He's gone on the super softs as well, so those drivers are going to be on fresh and the quickest compound, so we'll be under serious pressure. As you can see, Ricciardo's already caught up to the back of us. We've actually got a train of the Red Bull and the 2 Ferraris, so we've got damage to the front wing. We've got a little bit of tyre wear, and yeah, again, put under pressure, getting hit on the straight. Oh god, the AI, why'd they do that? Oh, the amount of times we've taken out, you've seen in this career mode how many times the AI come from behind and just swipe you out, but luckily I don't get swerved off to the left or right, and yeah, looks like we're going to be trying to defend our position from Vettel this time as he gets ahead of Ricciardo. Is he going to go for it around the outside? This is going to be a brave move if he makes this stick. He's gone around the outside, he's got the inside. Actually try and go for the switchback here, but we just can't get the power to our back end stepping out. And no, I think we've got to accept we've lost this position, and Vettel has much fresher tyres than us, so I'd expect him to scamper off. So now it looks like we're going to be trying to defend P3 from Ricciardo, Raikkonen, and a couple of other drivers are pretty close. So it looks like we're going to get at least, what, P7 here? I think like 8th place is miles behind. As we go on to the final lap now, there is a yellow flag. Nico Rosberg has retired from the race. And now Ricciardo, it's like attempt number 3 or 4 now of him trying to get past. He just doesn't have the straight line speed with DRS. Look, we're squeezing him, but we're quicker than him. Raikkonen's there as well, ready to pounce, and someone else just behind him. Not completely sure who that is, but we're leaving Ricciardo the room there as he tries to go for the overtake. We defend P3. It'd be absolutely incredible to get a podium around here. So we've just gone past where Rosberg pulled over, and it's such a struggle in this middle sector now with these tyres and the slight damage to the front wing. But it looks like Ricciardo's got to run here. We don't have to go defensive. We've got enough rich mix to set us to the end. We can see the fireworks are going off. It's just a fantastic sight of this Mexican Grand Prix. So, coming through the final few corners, Sergio Perez wins his home Grand Prix. That must be absolutely brilliant. It's a short run to the line, so I think we should be able to keep Ricciardo behind us. Yes, we are, and we've got the podium. What a brilliant strategy. The one-stop executed perfectly. We've got a podium. We started P21. I was forgetting that throughout that race because it just went so well. P21 to P3. Perez wins his home Grand Prix, and Vettel joins us on the podium. So that's a pretty perfect race, a brilliant performance. Verstappen retired, so in terms of the driver standings, we're still in this championship battle. We're only 10 seconds off Sergio Perez, so the one stop seemed to work very well, and then like Raikkonen pits 2 extra times than me. So yeah, it's crazy how I've jumped in there. Looking down the order, Hülkenberg didn't finish strongly. Perez did, Ricciardo did. So in terms of the championship, they're all getting consistent points. And then looking further down the order, we will see where Max Verstappen ended up, and we know he didn't finish. So yeah, that's it makes things more exciting in terms of the championship, and I think that's exactly what we needed. It's going to cause like a very exciting finale, I reckon, which will be brilliant. So we'll have a quick look at the driver standings now. Verstappen, it's getting tasty now, guys. 2 points ahead of Perez. Unfortunately, Hülkenberg and Ricciardo are quite far behind, but to have 2 drivers battling from different teams is very exciting. We've actually been jumped by Vettel, so we're down to P6. But still, we probably could finish P3, so yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how we do there. Only 14 points behind Hülkenberg as we look down the rest of the order here, so yeah, it's been a very good race for us. In terms of constructors, Force India have jumped over Red Bull. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. So if you have enjoyed this race, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time out. Goodbye.